Okay, it is a week later. We are back, and you will see that all of this scrap metal is still in the back of my truck. I haven't wanted to go to the scrap yard because I have 4 microwaves to do and a dehumidifier, and I want to be able to take that with me, so I just keep rolling with this stuff in the back. Here we are a week later to this dumpster, and what a disgusting mess this is. I'm not going to be too concerned about grabbing little metal pieces like this. As always, I want the copper and the brass. There's a brass piece on the end of that, so that is very good. But as for massive dust bunnies, it's absolute gross out, man. Oh my gosh. I mean, I seriously can't believe, where is this coming from? Somebody's furnace filter is this bad. What is wrong with people? As if they don't know they need to change their filter, the service guy comes and does it for them. And they're probably concerned. Big roll of duct tape. Look at that. Probably will work fine once it gets warmer. And by the way, it is 2 degrees right now. This big pallet. Oh, I don't have high hopes. I don't have high hopes. This could be a strikeout. This could be a total strikeout, man. Other than these metal pieces, which is what I'm not here for. But some of that might be aluminum. It's pretty light. Yeah, we got this pallet right here, and another one right there. Be some stainless steel in that thing. Oh, hold up. Reach way down there. There you go. Couldn't have been my only piece. Look at these things. Burner kit, furnace burner kit. Those are most likely magnetic steel. Put that piece of wood right there. How about that? What is that? There's a piece of copper. There's another piece of copper. Put all that stuff right over there. Oh man. I'm feeling those 2 degrees right now, I'll tell you that. Metal steel vent. Yeah, you know, chances are there's some good stuff down under all this, but not going to be able to get to it. Okay. I think maybe this corner is going to be my only chance to find something. Everything else is blocked. And I guess you can't expect a windfall every time you come. Maybe that's why I love it when I find the great stuff. You see my videos. When I find some really cool stuff, I'm super excited about it. And that's because you don't always find the stuff. So when you do, it's pretty stinking cool. Especially really good stuff. Okay. Let's see. Oh, dang. I had my hand right on a piece of copper, but I couldn't grab it, and it just fell down further. It was a small piece, but sheesh. Yeah, she must have went all the way to the bottom. Those things. Doggone. Little piece of copper right there. But the one I had my hand on wasn't big anyway. It's a tiny piece. Ah, frick. There was another piece. A little tiny piece. Nothing to write home about, but I couldn't grab it either. Okay, well, that is that. What a strikeout. Okay, this is an apartment complex. Usually not going to find too much here unless someone is moving out. Otherwise, you're not going to see big items because people don't, it's too cold for people to be clearing out clutter in their place. That's more of a spring thing that you're going to start seeing stuff. Otherwise, apartments are good. Well, I mentioned apartments are good when people are moving out. It's not only what the people moving out throw away, which a lot of times is pots and pans or an old microwave, but also the apartment complex oftentimes has to do repairs, and they'll replace fixtures and other stuff in the kitchen. So you can pick some stuff up that way. This is another apartment complex right down the road from the last one. Of course, the old couch sitting out. Trash. That's what you're mostly gonna find. Household trash. Okay, you've seen me come to this place before. All this stuff is set aside for the kid who takes it all apart or does stuff with it, breaks them all down. That's all good stuff, man. Good for him. Good for him. And at the same time, good for me. Apparently he doesn't want wire. How about that? That just made my day. What is this? Oh, we got a big pump. Okay. I'm gonna have to cover this box up with stuff. So I'm trying to go through it before I cover it up. Oh, good Lord. Everything that's not supposed to be hanging on is, of course, so stainless stuff. Ah, there's some steel back there. Oh boy, there's way too much in there. I'm gonna have to get in. Okay, so I'm gonna have to get in by jumping on my bumper. Okay, that's what I want. Yep, that has got some brass on it. Plumbing. Oh, that's plastic. I don't think there's much of anything on that, but yeah, there's a little brass or a copper right there. There's some copper. Okay, so now that we're in, wasn't sure how I was going to get some of the stuff back here, but I'm in now. And finding wire. Oh my gosh, what is that thing? Looks like another sump pump. Whoa. Nice piece of copper right there. Oh, that's the top of this big thing here. No wonder I couldn't lift it out of there. Look at that. Portable porta pump. Wow. I do have my nippers here. Cut this cord off. More copper, and there's another pump in this bucket, it looks like. Okay, let's take the whole bucket because I ain't coming out of that frozen thing. Might be some lead on that, I don't know. Okay. I think that's it. Okay. More good stuff over there. I got some good stuff, and I hope the guy who does all this has fun and gets a lot of good stuff. Okay guys, thanks for watching. You see, my truck says it's 6 degrees out right now, but it's really only 2 degrees. My truck is off, so it is frozen. Now if you hold on, if you look at some of these low spots by the end of driveways, I think it got to the point yesterday where it melted, and so there was a lot of slushy stuff at the end of driveways, and then it got really cold, so that all just froze up. So everyone's gutters and everything is frozen. Yeah, so that's what we're dealing with. But Saturday morning, about 8:55 this morning, and these are the views. If you don't get up early in the morning, this is what you're missing. Okay, this was a much different score, we'll say, as I've had before. And I've got stuff from the last time I went to go through yet. I'm gonna be in Vegas next week, and so I'm not gonna be able to do any scrapping. So I'm just gonna fill up my work area right here, because I'm not gonna be standing there anyway. But I do have to empty my truck out because it's gonna be sitting at the airport for a week. That's one that I will strip. Some of this stuff I could, well, I don't know. I was gonna say I could just cut the cord off, and then that is that, but I may want to break them down. So I'm not gonna be hasty in my decisions right now. So this is all stuff that I gotta take apart or do something with, including that. Yeah, I have a lot of stuff to scrap out, but has been so cold, it makes it very difficult to get out my garage, because just getting my garage to 46 degrees is not cutting it for me. It's miserable to be out here. And so that's going to be stripped. This is Bear Bright. We'll just cut to the chase and get that in there. So yeah, I'm basically just trying to get things organized for me being out of town. This is all steel. Man, give me a 40-degree day or even a 30-degree day, I'll be able to get it to a good temperature in here, and then plow through a lot of this stuff. I rarely ever find big wads of Romex like that. I really love it. Most people don't mess with it. I do mess with it. Because I'm not getting paid by the hour. I'm not working by the hour. What I make hourly means nothing. Oh, there we go. So let's just so to strip all that to say, to strip Romex is nothing for me. It's a labor of love. It's all Bear Bright in the end of the day versus just wire, and I can make more money doing it. Okay, so all this stuff also has to be going through. Then everything I found at the first dumpster I put over here. Okay, this is, that's number one. I might want to probably cut that so that it fits better. Okay, nice. That's brass, don't have to waste my time with that. Okay, and these things are steel, so these could stay in there. And the reason why I'm trying to get stuff with value out of here is because if someone were to break into my truck at the airport, if all they can get is scrap steel, then that's ideal. Okay, and that's number one. Goes back there. That's my number two bucket. Okay, and here's, I wonder, I think there's going to be some lead in this thing. It feels like there's lead in it. It's heavy. There's a nice brass piece right there, so there's another thing I'll be getting off. Okay. Everything else is ferrous metal. stuff that just has to go in this tin shred. So there we go. So thank you guys for watching, and we will see you on the next one.